to keep this a lot briefer than last week's video. Last week's video was a big one because I was talking about the post-surgery and seeing my scar for the first time. In this video, I want to give you a scar update. I want to tell you what I've been doing to stay sane after surgery, and also I want to show you what range of movement I have now 5 weeks after surgery. So that's what you can expect from this video. Also, there is a cat attacking my toes right now as I film this. Here she is. While I'm filming here, this little terror, Kitty, is just, she really likes biting these like thick, comfy socks I have. Kitty, you're up to no good while we're filming under here. I want to show you my range of movement. I think a lot of you, if you're watching this with an injury, will be super interested in that. So this is where I'm at 5 weeks post-surgery. Okay, so I'm sitting on the floor, as you can see, but I'm actually now able to get up without using anything other than my hands. So this is how I do it. This is my injured leg. Sort of just keep it out a bit. And I'm up. This is big news to me, and I can get down again. This is how I do it. Again, this is my injured leg, goes down slowly. And I'm down. This range of movement is very good news for me, because it means if I fell over or anything like that, I can get up. It also makes bathing a bit easier. Hi again. So a few weeks ago, I wasn't able to bend my injured knee at all. And now this is about as high as I can get it. Now the aim was to get it at around 90 degrees before my next appointment, and I would say we're at more than 90 now. So this is where we're at. We can bend the knee. I can't put weight on it yet, but I can start bending it to get that joint moving. Also, please enjoy these sexy sheep socks that my mum sent me from England to make me feel better. Thanks, Mum. Yeah, so obviously this knee can do whatever it wants. We're having a great old time, but this one is about, about here. If I push it, maybe a little bit more. La la! What I can't do yet though is like, so you'll see from here, I can get, this leg up and my good leg up. I actually can't lift this leg up independently from the floor yet. I'm not sure what's going on. That's a pretty weird feeling, but I can't, I'm trying to lift it right now. And I can't, so that's something that maybe will come through physio. If I put my other leg below it, then I can, but it won't go up on its own. Please enjoy these weird funky angles as well. This is the best I could set up my camera with a broken knee, so don't be complaining. Yeah, so it's a weird vibe not being able to lift one's leg. So this is me walking with my walker, which you already know I can do. I can get pretty fast these days, but what I can do now is get my injured leg back like this. I'll give you another angle on this. To the side, like this, and then to the side and bent a bit like this. This is weird theatre, isn't it? So I'll show you from behind. Don't be weird about it. From the back, yeah, like this. So I try and do as much of that kind of moving as I can in the day, just to keep me fluid. Ahead of physio. This has been really weird, hasn't it? This has been truly strange. Okay, so firstly, I think I want to address sanity. It has been quite difficult for me because I am did you just hear the cat meow in the background? Why are you meowing? Firstly, I want to address sanity because I think that has been one of the harder things. I'm a very active gal who loves an adventure. Usually I'd be out of the house 3 or 4 nights a week, but right now I can't really leave without the assistance of my friends or boyfriend. So my sanity has suffered. I used to be, I'm not gonna say used to because obviously I wanna give myself some grace right now, but quite a big go-getter and I run my own business, but these past 5 weeks since my surgery, I've not been feeling super motivated at all. I'm trying to give myself some grace with that. I can't imagine what it would be like to not work for myself and have to go to an office every day because that would be a nightmare with the injury. And some days I just don't, for the first time in my life, really feel like working, which is hard because I would say that my kind of goals and stuff like that would be a defining factor of who I am. And I think when you get injured, sometimes that injury can rob you of your identity for a bit. So what I try and do every day is have a little bit of a routine. I know that I'm not feeling super work focused, but obviously I have to pay the bills. So I get up in the morning, have a coffee and read for half an hour, maybe an hour if I'm really into it. And that allows me to feel like I'm doing something a bit more joyful for myself, but also does engage my like active and analytical brain, and I find it a little bit easier to go into work after doing that. And again, like, I'm not super rigid. If I want to keep reading after half an hour, I'll allow myself an hour, and that way work feels like less of a chore when it comes around. Also, I'm just trying to listen to my body. Like, if I feel like I need a nap in the middle of the day, that would be something that would stress me out. Prior to the injury, I'd feel like I was being lazy, but I know that actually healing bones takes more energy, and I just have to surrender to it. I kind of accept that right now isn't the most active period of my life, so I just got to get the rest, and then I will be able to recover. And also, in terms of staying sane, I am a little bit further on with my injury recovery now, so I'm able to do small things. I made dinner for the first time the other night, which is a bit harder standing on one leg, but I did it. It was a reasonably simple dish, but that gave me a sense of accomplishment. Also, as you can see, I've been making more YouTube videos, which doesn't feel as much like work as other work, so I don't know, I'm trying to stay creative. I also wrote a newsletter about my injury that I'm not sure if it will have been sent out yet when this video goes out, but I'll leave a link to it, so hopefully by the time you're watching it, it'll be out. Anyway, I do write newsletters. They're kind of like prose, thoughts from my brain, if you're interested in that kind of thing. I found that writing has been quite helpful in this time to get some of those deep injury feelings out. Also, this is where my scar is at now. Last week I showed you my scar just as I had the bandages removed, and you could see some of those staple stitches. There's a picture here, so to remind you. Also to remind you, this is what we're dealing with in my knee. We've got the pin and the, 8 pins, excuse me, and the plate. So that's what's in there. This is my scar now. As you can see, it's mostly healed up. The weird creepy string is very much still there. I'm going to ask them about that at my next appointment, but we're healing up quite nicely. I am a little bit bothered by the surgical tape masks. I scrub my knee as tenderly as I can every day to try and get them off, but it's quite difficult to get that off. Eventually I guess it will come off, but yeah, that's the problem. I'm glad that it's not summer and I'm not exactly like whapping my legs out left, right and centre. I'm gonna start, now that it's healed, getting some scar pads for it, which hopefully will make it heal faster. Although with all of the hardware that's in my leg, it is possible that they'll say that my body is rejecting it and they'll have to whap it out, which will be another scar situation. So I don't think they're going to say that. I'm getting on all right. I very much can feel the plate in my legs, and the other day it was prior to like a big snowstorm in Toronto, and I definitely felt it more. Not that I've been outside, but I don't know, the change in pressure is now something I'm feeling in my leg. So that's where we're at with that. Speaking of going outside, I am now able to leave the house with the assistance of my friends. I went for dinner with my boyfriend the other day and dinner with my friends, and put my own shoes on now. It's very helpful when people are there to like open the door for me, but I'm staying in a building with an elevator, so I don't have to worry about stairs. And I actually managed to hobble to a restaurant with my walker the other day that would be a 3-minute walk from where I'm staying. It took me maybe like 15 minutes with my walker, but I'm pretty determined, and I had a lovely dinner. Another thing that I've done for myself is get my nails done. My nails are an absolute horror show prior to this, and those like little beauty things are things that I liked doing in my life pre-injury. And like I've said before, like injuries can rob you of your identity a bit, and I was between manicures when I fell. I had an appointment for when I got back, obviously, and I was in hospital, nightmare, I couldn't go anywhere, and I found a service in Toronto that actually comes to me. So I had a manicure and a pedicure last week, which has made me feel so much more like myself. Please enjoy these. Also, I do want to tell you about how Instagram nearly banned me over a foot joke the other day, but perhaps I'll make a whole video about that because it's ludicrous. So as you can see, I'm getting on a little bit better. I have my next appointment, my 6-week appointment next week. where hopefully I will be able to start putting weight on my leg and transition from using my walker to a stick. I've just purchased this stick off the internet, it's gold, which will allow me a bit more freedom. Hopefully I'll start being able to tentatively do stairs, get outdoors a bit more, and start living my life again. Fingers crossed, here's hoping. So this is where we're at. Thank you for watching this. If there's anything you want to know about my injury, then do leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Hopefully, if you're watching this and you've been injured yourself, you've seen what range of movement I have now, which is actually leaps and bounds from where I was at 3 weeks ago. So hopefully after the next appointment and with the beginning of physio, I will be able to get along even better. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll update you on the walking progress next week. Bye.